Welcome to DAV Moyle Public School E-Class of Standard 8, subject Science, and our topic is metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. First topic is pure substance. The material made up of same kind of particles. It means the particle of no other substance will be formed in the pure substance. The material made up of the same kind of particle are known as pure substance. Next is element. Before going to explain this element, I will give some words in front of you like carbon, oxygen, iron, nickel, chlorine, bromine, and many more. You have already heard these names of these chemicals in your 6th and 7th standard, isn't it? These are known as elements. These are known as elements. Till now, there are more than 115 elements have been formed. These elements are made up of same kind of atoms. And all these elements differ from each other from the physical as well as the chemical properties. The chemical properties of the oxygen is different. The chemical properties of the carbon is different. So properties of these elements are different. Before going to the next topic, I will give you one example. We are studying in the school, and we introduce yourself, welcome you with the term students. But the student are only one type of what? No. There are girls also, there are boys also. In your assembly, you used to stand in a row, in a separate row. Girls are in the one row, boys are in the another row. You are being segregated in the school during the assembly period. Why you are being segregated? Because of the some biological property, biological characteristic. In the same way, these elements, there are lots of elements. These elements are also being separated. The elements, it is very difficult to study the properties of these elements separately. So the elements having the similar properties, similar characteristic are being separated in their groups. And these groups are metals and non-metals. So elements are being classified in two groups, metals and non-metals. First we will discuss about the metals. Metals exist in the abundance in the earth crust. They are found in the earth crust. The most abundant element is aluminium, followed by the iron. In the large amount, the aluminium is found in the earth crust, and second number is iron. Again, these elements are being separated. They are not found separately. They are being formed in their compounds also. All the elements are not found in separately. They are found in the compound state also. We will discuss about the compound also. So these some metals are highly reactive, some are less reactive. Metals like sodium, phosphorus, they are highly reactive. They occurs in their compound state like oxides, sulfide and carbonate. Examples are sodium, potassium and aluminium. Less reactive elements are These element, the element which are very less reactive, they are formed in a native state. Native state means they are formed in their existing metal state only, like gold, silver, and platinum. Classification of elements, second part is non-metals. As the metals are found in the deep inside the earth crust, non-metals are found in the free state in atmosphere, like oxygen, nitrogen, etc. These non-metals also exist in the form in their compound also, like oxides and nitrides. Carbon also exists in both the state, in free state as well as in the compound. In free state, for example, diamond and graphite, a pure carbon is being formed in the free state. See, carbon free state, it means it is in the gaseous form in the atmosphere. But my dear student, you will learn that carbon also exists in the solid form in 9th standard, which is also called as the dry ice. You will learn why carbon is called as the dry ice. Carbon also exists in the compound like carbon dioxide, carbonate, and bicarbonate. Minerals and ore. Minerals is naturally occurring inorganic substance found deep inside the earth. All the minerals are being formed inside the earth only. But these minerals are not existing alone. They are not formed alone. Like manganese. It is not formed alone. It is formed in a ore. It means some other element is also associated with it. It is not formed alone. It is a mixture. It is formed with some other element also. That is called as ore. Ore is a mineral from which one or more metals can be extracted profitably. From a ore, not only one mineral is extracted, some other mineral is also associated with it. Next is metallurgy. The sequence of process used to extract a metal in its pure form from its ore is called as metallurgy. Metallurgy is a branch of science. For example, aluminium is obtained from the ore called as bauxite, and iron is being obtained from the ore hematite. Now, what are the steps involved in this extraction of the metal from its ore? First is concentration of ore. My dear student, when we get the ore from deep inside the earth crust, it is lots of impurities associated with it. So first step is to remove that impurity, and that process is called as concentration of ore. It means the concentration of metal is being increased by removing the impurities. Second is being reduction. Ore contain more than two element also, more three element also, so it is necessary to reduce the metal in their free state. Reduction of metal ore to get the metal in its free state is called as reduction. My dear student, now the metal which we get through the reduction process, still it is impure. Then the next step is refining of metal. It is the process of purification of metal. So today, my dear student, we learn the topic metal, non-metals, mineral, ore, and how they are being extracted. and on what basis this metal are being separated or being segregated. So here is an worksheet, and the questions are: what are metals? Name the highly reactive metal elements. Name the least reactive metals. Where does the non-metals are found? Name any two non-metals. Define ore. Define refining of a metal. What are the steps involved in extraction of metal from its ore? You have to solve this worksheet in your notebook only, and all the answers are in this video only. Thank you. Stay at home and stay safe.